647 on the 12th of the 12th month of the 25th year of 2000. It is a Friday night. You are looking at a 30-second exposure of NGC 891, that fabulous edge-on galaxy on the border of Perseus and Andromeda. I'm going to give it an opportunity to get several stacks here. It looks like the stacks are coming out pretty well at 30 seconds exposure. It failed miserably at 60 seconds exposure with Messier's 74 at the very end of the last NGC Quattro tour. Let's push the magnification up a little bit and then move on to our tour of the evening featuring NGC 650-699. Not bad there, however. Back to my favorite magnification, 75x. By the way, here's a look at 891 using a 5-second exposure at 75x. Okay, unfortunately, things have progressed too far to capture NGC 650, 651. They were both 51 planetary nebulas, also known as Messier's. I think they were 76, 75, 70, whatever. Anyway, we weren't able to capture them. They were too far north of 51 degrees, and we're moving on now to the galaxy NGC 652. Okay, we're off to NGC 652. It's a galaxy in Pisces, readily visible on the screen. Magnitude 13.6, 1 by 0.6 arc minute spiral with peculiarities, 239 million light years distant, maybe 65,000 light years in diameter. We're at right ascension 1 hour, 40 minute, 43 second with a declination of plus 7 degrees, 58 minutes, 57 seconds. It is now 6:51. I am going to go inside and warm up before I proceed any further with these studies. It looks like we're probably within about half an hour of culminating, so I will need to be able to get back out in short order. And oh yes, here is that promised, hopefully I capture them every time, 150x view of NGC 652. Well, here's 176 stacked with 0 ignored and a total exposure time of 885 seconds for NGC 653. Wow. Incredibly sharp and beautiful images. We just don't have time to be able to do 180 exposures of 900 seconds total time. But that is quite spectacular. How about that? Okay, down into Cetus with diffracted light for NGC 655 galaxy. Magnitude 14, 1.4 by 0.9 arc minute lenticular spiral, 390 million light years distant. Right ascension 141.55 with a declination of minus 13 degrees, 4 minutes and 56 seconds. I am really chilling here, folks. We're going to have to blow through this quickly to warm me up. Off to NGC 656 galaxy in Pisces. Magnitude 13.4, 1.5 by 1.3, spiral with a bar, lenticular class, 178 million light years, no more distant estimates. We're at right ascension 142.27 with a declination of plus 26.0834 and that 150x view. Okay, NGC 658. Galaxy's pretty obvious there. If it matches parameters. I'm really shaking here, folks. Let's move on. Magnitude 658, Galaxy Pisces, 12.5, 3 by 1.6, spiral with a lowercase b, 134 million light years distant. Right ascension 142.09, declination plus 12 degrees, 36 minutes and 6 seconds. Off to NGC 660, a galaxy in Pisces, magnitude 11.2, 8 by 2.9 arc minutes. Ooh, this is a sweetie. Spiral with a bar, lowercase AP, 41 million light years distant. I'm going to say 80,000, 60, 70,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension, 1 hour, 43 minutes, 2 seconds with a declination plus 13, 38, and 39. What I'm going to do on this one is tell you about other galaxies as I proceed. 661 is a galaxy in Triangulum. It'll be magnitude 12.2. Let's go have a look at that one now. NGC 661, galaxy triangular, magnitude 12.2, 1.6 by 1.3, lenticular spiral, 174 million light years distant. RA is 144.14 with a declination of plus 28, 42, 21. And proceeding with our 150x view, pick it out later. I'll tell you what our next galaxy is. NGC 662 is a galaxy in Andromeda. It's going to be 37 degrees north. The scope is getting pretty close to culmination, so we may start losing things further to the north. Okay, off to NGC 662. There could be a minor amount of blockage of the screen for galaxy in Andromeda, magnitude 12.9, 0.8 by 0.5 arc minutes. It is spiral lowercase c, 256 million light years distant, RA 144.35, declination plus 3741.46. Pushing the magnification and hoping we see it in the field of view, 12.9. That could very well be our galaxy. I'll tell you what our next one is while I shake and quake. We have an open cluster in Cassiopeia. We're going to miss it. It's too far north. That's 663. We have a galaxy in Pisces. We're going to go there next. It's magnitude 12.8, so be prepared to pick it out easily in the field of view. Okay, NGC 664, galaxy Pisces, magnitude 12.8. Easily seen on the screen. 1.5 by 1.3 arc minutes, spiral with a lowercase b, 243 million light years distant, about the size of our Milky Way. RA is 143.45 with a declination of plus 4, 13.20. Let me go on to the next study. 665 is a galaxy in Pisces, slightly brighter and maybe a little bit larger. Let's go there next. NGC 665, galaxy Pisces, magnitude 12.1, 2.4 by 1.6 arc minutes, lenticular spiral, 245 million light years distant, as large as the M31, right ascension's 144.56 with a declination of plus 10 degrees, 25 minutes, 21 seconds. Let's check out our next study. 666 is a galaxy in Triangulum, magnitude 13.4. Okay, NGC 666, no horns on this one, I trust. It's a galaxy in Triangulum, magnitude 13.4, 0.7 by 0.5, kind of small for that magnitude. RA 146.06, it had a distance of 217 million light years, spiral with peculiarities. 146.06, declination plus 34.22.27. Pushing it up and doing the usual shift a little bit to the right, which is typical for this particular night. Should be the 150x view. The next study is 667. It's a galaxy in Cetus, deep south, almost minus 23 degrees. NGC 667, galaxy in Cetus, magnitude 14.2, 0.6 by 0.5 arc minutes, lenticular spiral. Distant 531 million light years, right ascension 144.27 with a southerly declination of minus 22 degrees, 55 minutes, and 13 seconds. Should be somewhere there, although everything looks pretty fuzzy that far south. Next study is 668. We're going to go far north again to Andromeda. Our next study, NGC 668, that's that galaxy in Andromeda. Magnitude 13.1, 1.8 by 1.2 arc minutes, spiral with a lowercase b, around 200 million light years distant. Right ascension is 1 hour, 46 minutes, 22 seconds with a declination of plus 36 degrees, 27 minutes, and 36 seconds, pushing things over like we've been doing. Let's have a peek ahead to our next galaxy. It's NGC 669. It's a galaxy in Triangulum, brightish and largish and edgy on. Should be a nice look. Okay, NGC 669, galaxy in Triangulum. You can see it right there on the field. Magnitude 12.3, 3.1 by 0.6 arc minutes, rather large for a 12th magnitude galaxy. Spiral lowercase ab, 215 million light years distant. RA is 147.16 with a declination of plus 35 degrees, 33 minutes, 46 seconds. I'll push on to our next view before bailing on 669. 670 is a galaxy in Triangulum, also a magnitude 12th magnitude galaxy, and also fairly edgy on. You will be seeing NGC 670. There's a really nice edge-on galaxy over there. It's to the south. This is a 670 galaxy in Triangulum, magnitude 12.7, 2.1 by 0.9 arc minutes. Lenticular spiral, 170 million light years distant, about the size of the Milky Way. RA 147.24 with a declination of plus 27 degrees, 53 minutes, 9 seconds. I think we can figure out where it is in the field. Check out our next study. 671 is a galaxy in Aries. It will be the first one in the RAM. Here we should be seeing NGC 671, galaxy in Aries, magnitude 13.2, a little less luminous than those 12th magnitude jobbers. 1.5 by 0.5 arc minutes. Yeah, the aspect ratio looks good. Spiral with peculiarities, 249 million light years distant, about the size of the Milky Way. Here is we're at its right ascension, 1 hour, 46 minutes, 59 seconds, with a declination of plus 13 degrees, 7 minutes, 30 seconds. I'll go ahead and forecast the next view, which is a galaxy in Triangulum, quite bright and quite large, NGC 672. Okay, that is that other galaxy that we saw in the field off to the left. And there's actually two of them here. One's very diaphanous and large. This is the one we're looking for here, I suspect. This one is, although this is more to the west, so it could be our next study. Magnitude 10.9, 7.5 by 2.6 arc minutes, spiral with a bar, lowercase c, a mere 22 million light years distant, but it's a lowercase c and a bar. Right ascension, 1 hour, 47 minutes, 54 seconds, with a declination of plus 27 degrees, 25 minutes, 58 seconds. I suspect this is probably our galaxy, and this one will turn up next, but can't be quite sure on that. So let me do the zoomage, and then I will forecast our next study. 673 is also a galaxy in Aries. I'm not sure what the declination was. Let's go ahead and see if it isn't going to be this one here. This one is magnitude 12.6. Okay, clearly not our next study. The scope went quite a distance to get to. NGC 673, another galaxy in Aries. Magnitude 12.6, 2.1 by 1.7 arc minutes. So that is kind of roundish, spiral with a lowercase c. 233 million light years distant, but smaller than Messier 31. That's all I'll say. Right ascension is 148.22. Declination is plus 11 degrees, 31 minutes, 17 seconds. Pushing up the magnification, maximum light gathering and size. Let's see what our next study is. NGC 674 is another galaxy in Aries, but it's also NGC 697. NGC 674, galaxy in Aries. Are we back with our other group? No. It's also 697, magnitude 12, 4.4 by 1.4 arc minutes. Got a creeper here, I think. Spiral with a bar, lowercase bc, 140 million light years distant, larger than Messier 31. Right ascension is 1 hour, 51 minutes, 17 seconds. Declination plus 22, 21, 28. Pushing it up, leaving it there. I'll tell you what our next study is. NGC 675 is a galaxy in Aries, but it's quite faint, magnitude 15.5, photographic, no doubt. Okay, we're now halfway through our study series, 650 to 699 with NGC 675, galaxy in Aries, Magnitude 15.5. We're not going to see it on this screen at this magnification. Should be able to get a sense of it at, right about here, at 75x. It's 1 by 0.4 arc-minute spiral with peculiarities, 239 million light years distance smaller than the Milky Way, right ascension 149.08, declination plus 13 degrees, 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Okay, so our next study will be NGC676. It's a large, brightish galaxy. We'll go there next. NGC676 is a galaxy in Pisces, magnitude 10.5. Oh, yes. Wow. Throwing off light in swashes. 4.2 by 1.6 arc-minutes spiral with a lowercase a, 67 million light years distance smaller than the Milky Way. Pressing up the magnification. Right ascension 1 hour 48 minutes 57 seconds. Declination plus 5, 54.25. And this is the 150x view. Very, very intense core in NGC 676. Our next study is a galaxy in Aries, magnitude 12.2. So let's head there next. NGC 677, galaxy in Aries, magnitude 12.2, 2 by 2 arc-minutes, the classic size for a 12th magnitude galaxy. It is an elliptical, 230 million light years distant, right ascension 149.14, with a declination of plus 13.03.18. Got 2 galaxies in the field. You choose them, because I don't have time for that right now. Anyway, we'll go on to our next study, which is NGC678, another galaxy in Aries, the Ram. All right, NGC678, a galaxy in Aries, as forecast. Magnitude 12.2, large, 4.1 by 0.8 arc-minutes. Spiral with a bar, lowercase b, 127 million light years distant. At the size of Messier 31, right ascension is 149.24 with a declination of plus 21.59.49. And you pick them, but it looks like that 4-to-1 aspect ratio is this baby right here. Our next study will be 679, a galaxy in Andromeda. Okay, NGC 679, galaxy in Andromeda, as forecast, magnitude 12.3, 2.1 by 2.1 arc-minutes. Didn't I tell you 2 by 2s are 12th magnitude galaxies? Lenticular spiral, 230 million light years distant. RA is 149.43 with a declination of plus 35 degrees, 47 minutes and 6 seconds. I'm going to push things over like I typically do so far this evening. And our next study is going to be 680, a galaxy in Aries. It's going to be brighter than magnitude 12, but not by much. Okay, we're getting very close to culminating right now. NGC 680, fortunately, most of these galaxies have been further south. There's a galaxy in Andromeda. Push this up a little bit. And it is magnitude 11.9, 1.8 by 1.6, a lenticular spiral with peculiarities, 230 million light years distance. So pretty much face on, probably the one above. Right ascension 149.47, declination 21.58.14. Like I said, probably the one above given the aspect ratio. Our next study will be 681, a galaxy in Cetus, another 12th magnitude galaxy. NGC 681, 12th magnitude galaxy, probably it. 2.7 by 1.8 arc-minutes, spiral with a bar and a lowercase ab, 77 million light years distant, smallish. Right ascension 149.10 with a declination minus 10.25.37. Not a bad view for that far south. Galaxy is quite present. Although this looks a bit edge-on for what we would expect. Our next study is going to be NGC 682, another galaxy in Cetus, so maybe we've mistaken them. Let me go ahead and give it a view. However, this one's magnitude 13. NGC 682 is that galaxy in Cetus, magnitude 13, 1.4 by 1.1 arc minute. Perhaps this one. 247 million light years distant, smaller than the Milky Way, right ascension 1 hour 49 minutes 04 seconds with a declination of minus 14 degrees, 58 minutes and 29 seconds. Our next study will be 683, which is a galaxy, a 13.5 magnitude galaxy in Aries. Off to NGC 683 in Aries, magnitude 13.5, 1 by 1 arc minute. Typically, magnitude 13 galaxies are about that size. Their average surface brightness is roughly that of their cumulative magnitude. Spiral with peculiarities, 236 million light years distance, smaller significantly than the Milky Way. Right ascension, 1 hour, 49 minutes, 46 seconds. Declination, plus 11, 4204. I'll center those couple of galaxies up there. And our next one will be 684, a galaxy in Northern Triangulum. Ooh, NGC 684 is on the field, but here's an interesting little circlet of stars off to the south. Maybe it'll be a part of the series. NGC 684, galaxy in Triangulum, magnitude 12.4. Edgy on, baby. 3.4 by 0.7 arc minutes. Yes. Spiral with a bar. 161 million light years distant, about as large, if not larger, than Messier 31. RA is 150.14, declination plus 27, 38.46. Wow, that has a nice spread of luminosity to it, doesn't it? Have a nice look as I look for our next galaxy, which is 686, but it's in Fornax. Ooh, but it's only minus 23 degrees. Let's go there next. Well, I could be using a furnace right about now. Wow, pretty far south, and that's not a bad sky. Okay, we're down looking for NGC 686, galaxy in Fornax, the furnace, magnitude 12.4, 1.7 by 1.4 arc minutes, lenticular spiral, 204 million light years distant, smaller than Milky Way, RA 1 hour, 48 minutes, 56 seconds, with a declination of minus 23, 47, 54. Pushing it up. Our next study will be 687, a galaxy in Andromeda, and with the scope driving there, I'll have a chance to drink some nice hot tea. All right, beautiful field we're seeing here far north in NGC 687, a galaxy in Andromeda, or Andromeda, as you prefer. Magnitude 12.3, 1.4 by 1.4 arc minute, lenticular spiral, 234 million light years distant, right ascension 1 hour, 50 minutes, 33 seconds, declination plus 36 degrees, 22 minutes, and 14 seconds. Taking it up to 150x and leaving the galaxies in the field. Our next study will be a galaxy in Triangulum, 688. Only a click away to NGC 688, galaxy in Triangulum, magnitude 12.7, 2.4 by 1.5 arc minutes, spiral with a bar, lowercase b, 186 million light years distant, which is a little larger than the Milky Way. Right ascension, it's a spiral with a bar and a lowercase b. Right ascension 1 hour, 50 minutes, 44 seconds with a declination of plus 35 degrees, 17 minutes, and 3 seconds. I think we can see the galaxy right there. 2-to-1 aspect ratio. And here's our 150 view. Our next study will be a galaxy in Fornax again, far south, so I'll drink some more tea as we descend to NGC 689. Not too bad for deep south, despite the diffraction of light from a power line. For NGC 689 in Fornax, magnitude 13.6, 1 by 0.6 arc minute, spiral with a lowercase ab. 187 million light years distant, a little more than half the size of the Milky Way. Right ascension 149.51, declination minus 27 degrees, 27 minutes, 58 seconds. Not much to look at here. We're going to go on to NGC 690 at this point. Okay, NGC 690 is a galaxy in Cetus, the whale. Magnitude 14.2, 1.2 by 0.8 arc minutes. Spiral with a bar, lowercase c, 228 million light years distant. Right ascension is 147.48 with a declination of minus 16, 43 minutes and 17 seconds. Should do a little shiftiness here, as I've been doing mostly in the past. Our next study will be 691, a galaxy in Aries, relatively bright at 11.4 magnitude. Okay, we're now at NGC 691, somewhere in the field. I believe we can pick it out. Galaxy in Aries, magnitude 11.4. Can't miss that, baby, unless there was clouds overhead. 3.4 by 2.5 arc minutes. Spiral with a lowercase bc, so 2.5 times removed from lenticular, but it does seem to have a decent core. 120 million light years distant means it's larger than the Milky Way. Right ascension is 150.41, declination plus 21.45, 35. Looks like it may have some annularity to it. Our next study will be NGC 693. Apparently 692 was too far south. It skipped it. It's a galaxy in Pisces. NGC 693, that galaxy in Pisces, magnitude 12.4. What do you think its aspect ratio will prove to be? 2.2 by 1.1 arc minutes, spiral with a lowercase a, 69 million light years distant, so a smallie. Right ascension 1 hour 50 minutes 30 seconds with a declination of plus 6 degrees 8 minutes and 41 seconds, still given a nice bright sharpish view. Our next study will be 694. Also, I believe the last one was in Aries and this one will be too. Okay, our next galaxy is going to be NGC 694 in Aries, magnitude 13.7, smallish, 0.6 by 0.4 arc minutes. Lenticular spiral, 133 million light years distant, so also quite absolutely small. Right ascension is 1 hour 50 minutes 58 seconds with a declination of plus 21 degrees 59 minutes 50 seconds. Pushing on to our next view will be 695, another galaxy in Aries. Here we have NGC 695. I don't think it's that edge on. It's probably this one over here. Magnitude 12.8, 0.5 by 0.4 arc minute, lenticular spiral, but very distant, 434 million light years. This one's pretty intensely brilliant, given its size, which is probably something around 50,000 light years. Right ascension is 1 hour 51 minutes 14 seconds with a declination of plus 22 degrees 34 minutes and 56 seconds. Pushing the magnification. We are now going to heading towards our end. Oh, the next galaxy 696 is in Fornax, but at minus 35 degrees. The next one is 697, was already a galaxy in Aries, 674. 698 is a galaxy in Fornax, also too far south. And our final study will be NGC 699, a galaxy in Cetus, the whale. All right, final freezing study of the night is NGC 699. It's a galaxy in Cetus, the whale, magnitude 14. Kind of edgy on. I think we can make it out there. 1.6 by 0.3 arc minute, spiral with a lowercase bc, so not much to its core. 244 million light years distant. Larger, about the size of the Milky Way. Right ascension is 150.43. Declination is minus 12 degrees 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Let's go ahead and select something to go out on, folks. Let me give you that 150x view of NGC 699 hour. Okay, I went out on Pleiades the other night, but that was a 5-second exposure. Didn't show much in the way of texture in the nebulosity. This is a 30-second single stack exposure of Messier 45 with its birth womb of nebulosity. Here, at 30 seconds exposure, we have one stack. And what we're looking for is texture. I am seeing some nice texture, especially right around this bright star here. Most of these stars are about magnitude 3 or 4 or 5. I'm going to move this off the field so we can get a nice look at it. We're now 30 minutes into this video. We have 2 stacks. Total exposure time 60 seconds. I don't suppose I should get greedy, nor should I turn into an Iceman. We've now accomplished our 3rd stack. And with that 3rd stack, I am going to say, seize the night, carpe